You took your power back. You took your power back. Yes, you call back the forces of generosity, the forces of giving, the forces of putting someone else before yourself. You pull the veil off of self-deceit. You pull the veil off of what someone else was doing. And you stopped the flow of love that was enriching their life and impoverishing yours. You took your power back. And you are now moving on. Moving on. I'll be moving on. You are leaving them in the dust. In fact, they were in the dust when they came to you. You cleaned them up. You polished them. You shined them. You gave them self-respect and dignity. And that was how they thanked you. They shit on you. They sought to disturb your peace of mind. They threw darts at your ideas. They made snarky comments. They talked behind your back. They wanted to swap destinies with you. They infringed on your spiritual inheritance. They created psychological and mental confusion within you. They sent dark magic, dark thoughts your way. They envied you. They sought to do whatever they could low-key to bring about your discomfort and your demise. They lied on you. They misrepresented who you were. They shit on you. All the while, you built them up. You never wanted anything in return. You helped to create the softness and the padding in their world. You were the rescue in disguise. You were an angel. You know how they say when you see people on the street who are needing things from you, you should give because you never know who they are? Some of those people are angels that have come to test your generosity, your compassion, and your ability to give back from the bounty that God has given you. That's what you were in this person's life. You were the angel in disguise, here to give of God's bounty. You were a vessel, a deliverer. But their haughtiness, and again, haughtiness goes right before the fall. Their haughtiness would not allow them to see. Their haughtiness would not allow them to recognize your true identity. Their haughtiness, their arrogance, their pride put them in a state of envy, of jealousy, of deceit, of beastliness. All they saw was your shine and your beauty as the antithesis of who they were. They allowed you, the blessing, to become an open wound for them. They allowed you to magnify their insecurities because they refused to deal with the shadow within themselves. They refused to do the work that is required to heal. They refused to uncover the layers of their inner pain and their childhood trauma and their life trauma in general. They could not recognize that you were love in motion, that you were a blessing, a prosperity, a diamond, a pearl. So they mistreated you. They took advantage of you. They did things. They did many things to mislead you. They did everything they could to confuse you. For some of you, these people targeted you day in and day out. Some of it was low-key, some of it was blatant. They wanted to reduce you to nothing because they felt like nothing. These people were assaulted by your shine. Assaulted by your shine. So they decided to make you a target. They decided to make you a target. But you took your power back. You walked away. You cut them off at the neck. You severed the attachment. You closed out the cycle. You showed them who you were on your way out the door. You showed them who you were on your way out the door. Yes, you did. On your way out the door. Not only were they bewildered, not only were they bamboozled, not only were they in shock at your shock and awe mission, they are deeply confounded. And as they watch your back, as they see you move off into the distance, the trail of tears and the wreckage that you leave behind is them. It is their life represented by their regrets as you take your abundance, your je ne sais quoi, and your special magical juju with you, of course. And as you shine, and nothing that they do can touch you, their humiliation rituals, their flying monkeys, their triangulation, the other narcissistic ploys that they are using to defame your name, to slander your character, to bring about what they think is your demise. All of those things are working in your favor, because what the devil uses for bad, God uses for good. Your enemies will become your footstool. All that they do further buries them in their own darkness. All that they do snatches their light away. It takes what little dignity, self-respect, and humanity that they had away. They are now succumbing to their own vitriol. They are now being enveloped by their own darkness. The psychological warfare that they waged on you is now consuming them. Yes, it is. Think about that. The psychological warfare, the word music or the word games, the mind games, the mental assaults, the negative thought forms have now turned on them. They're going through it. They are going through it. And as they watch you, like an airplane, take lift, and they watch your wings extending, which in their mind takes up the entire horizon. When they look out at the horizon, they see you. They hate you. They despise you. In their mind, they're not done with you. You're not done with the likes of them, or so they think. But you've elevated. Your plane has taken off. You've been in the sky at above 30 degrees altitude, 30,000 altitude. You've been gone. You were gone when you closed the door on them. When you issued your final salute and severed that connection, you were gone then. They are deeply triggered. They were triggered when they first laid eyes on you, and they wanted what you had. They wanted your abundance for themselves. And for some of you, they literally wanted to take you down piece by piece, like we lay a building brick by brick. For others of you, they wanted to bring you into their inner circle so that they could usurp your light so that they could sap and siphon your energy, so that they could get some special insight into how you do what you do. Who are you? Who is this person? What is this enigma? What special powers do they have? How do they do what they do? Where does their light come from? They thought that your gifts were manufactured by you. Their haughtiness, their arrogance, their pride wouldn't allow them to see that you were anointed by the great Almighty, by the Most High, by God. They didn't realize who they were dealing with because the only frame of reference they had was their dark inner world. The only frame of reference they had was their projection. You mystified them. You were elusive. You were an enigma. And they tried to approach you with insincerity, with lack of depth, with shallowness, with bad intentions, with a level of malignancy. And for some of you, it was a silent, subtle, stealth malignancy. Think about all the ways that silent, stealth, malignancy ran rampant in some of the things that they would do. It was silent for some of you. It was stealth, but it damn sure was malignant. They were like a cancer. And guess what? You got the antidote. And now, as you sail beyond this experience, it fading more and more into the background of your memory, almost feeling like a past life on an old timeline in another parallel universe. The distance between you and them, the energetic cords that were cut, the connections, the memories, the lackluster friendship, the hypocritical companionship based on lies, all of that is receding into the background just like the shoreline recedes after a storm or a hurricane, and it restores its equanimity or its balance or its harmony, and things begin to return back to a normal level of operation, which really is a new normal for you because it feels brighter. It is brighter. It is more beautiful. You are lighter. You are free. You are free. You are liberated. You are out of the box, out of the hex that they had you in. Their charms, their spells, their magic, their projection of negative thoughts, their psychological warfare can't touch you. They are triggered. They cannot sense you anymore. They don't know where you are energetically. They don't know what your next move is going to be. You are not talking about them. You are not concerned about them. Nothing that they do can harm you. Your power move was keeping your peace and focus and letting all those other people in the peanut gallery that they pulled into their lie, into their great deceit, into their operations of hypocrisy, letting all those people be wrong about you and the situation. You could care less. You have kept your peace. You have insulated yourself. You have risen above the chaos that is them, or the chaos that will remain to be them until they deal with their drama, until they face themselves. You have moved all the way up and have gotten your crown. You are wearing your crown. You have been spiritually initiated and crowned. Check out my spiritual and initiated and crowned channel if you haven't. You realize the victory you realize that you have triumphed over a mighty force, a mighty dark force. You have patted yourself on the back. You realize the manifestation operation that you executed. You've come face to face with your own personal power and your ability to discern who your true enemies are, who your natural enemy is. And that is anything that opposes good and opposes the light of the divine, anything that acts in the dark with nefarious intentions, anything that chooses to project their negativity and their mental and spiritual bankruptness and corruption onto you or onto anyone else in this collective who doesn't deserve it. You now are able to spot these people a mile away as a result of engaging this latest mortal combat. You have emerged powerful as hell. You are now unfuckwithable, untouchable, and to many, unrecognizable. They don't know who you are or how you got to be. They don't know when it happened. They don't know when you awakened. All they know is that they are triggered massively and intensely at the thought of you. They are triggered at the life force energy and the force field, the powerful force field that surrounds you. They don't know what happened. All they know is they are feeling the effects of the whiplash and the boomerang. That is you. Yes, they are feeling the effects of the whiplash, the divine whiplash, and the divine boomerang. That is you. And there's nothing that they can do about it. As you shine in your light and the heavenly glory of God radiates from within you, and as you attract more like souls and people whose lives you will influence and people whose missions you will inspire, as you move more into alignment with your soul's mission and the other souls that you are supposed to come into union with here on this planet, as you continue to expand, as your message reaches more people, as your light radiates, whether it's in your workplace, in your community, with your neighbors, wherever it is that you go, that you bring that shine, that special glow, that je ne sais quoi, that juju, your magic. As you continue to move in your most natural essence, your beauty is a natural essence, your inner beauty that radiates from within, the diamond that you are, so naturally, so organically, it burns them up. It creates an intense inferno that envelops them because they are incarnated darkness and they refuse to submit. They refuse to submit to who you are. They refuse to submit to the divine. They refuse to understand, acknowledge, and come to terms with the fact that in you they met their demise, that you were their karma, and that through you they see, felt, and met God. As they continue to deny the truth, as they continue to turn their back on the light and on goodness, as they refuse and deny redemption and salvation and atonement, they will be enveloped, swallowed, and devoured by their own stubborn refusal to do their inner work and to correct and right their wrongs. Yes, they will be devoured. They will be consumed. And the venom that they sent towards you will devour them like a cancer. Yes, the venom that they sent towards you will devour them like a cancer. They have behaved like a cancer, and they will be like a cancer, but to themselves this time. The chickens have come home to roost. This is reaping season, baby. And they are reaping all that they have sown. All of the things that they have sent out that have harmed other people. All of the lies, all of the misrepresentations of truth. All of the greed for money that cost them their values and made them morally bankrupt. Everything that they have done, all of the vitriol that has come from their mouth, all of the thoughts that they have projected onto other people, all of the misfortune that they have wished for others, all of the lies that they continue to tell, and all of the slander and defamation of character that they continue to spew, and all of the flying monkeys that they keep on collecting, and all of the triangulation that they continue to proliferate in their narcissistic blunders will create collateral damage for them. They will suffer and their life will be marred until they atone and until they humble themselves and until they face what they have done and the people that they have misled and the people that they have hurt. They will continue to be a lost soul on this earth plane. They will continue to receive spiritual course correction and a spiritual whipping and a spiritual chastisement. They will continue to see darkness fall into their life, and they will continue to drown billow upon billow, having been veiled from the truth because they obstinately, in their stubbornness, choose not to course correct. And it is no longer your problem. They are seriously triggered by your presence. They are triggered by your shine, and they do not understand what has happened to them and how quickly it happened. As you continue to pull away and move to new horizons, and as you continue to climb ever new heights and experience more success, bounty, abundance, and prosperity, they are triggered. They are getting their justice, and so are you.